The MG42, shortened from Maschinengewehr 42, was a general-purpose machine gun designed in Nazi Germany and used substantially during the second half of World War II. It was built to replace the MG34, which cost more money to build and it also took longer to build. However, both weapons were produced and used until the end of the war. The MG42 was a highly reliable and easy to operate weapon. It is known for its high fire rate, which comes out at about 1,200 rounds per minute. This made it highly effective in providing suppressive fire, and its unique sound led to its nickname of Hitler's buzzsaw. The problem with the MG34 was its sensitivity to dirt, mud and debris, its mechanical complexity and its expensive production. This led to a competition between these three companies. It was the first company that won this competition. This was due to their design using a unique recoil operating roller locking mechanism. What's crazy is that this company had zero experience in producing weapons. One of their leading designers, Dr. Werner Gruner, would attend an army machine gunner's course to familiar himself with this class of weapon. He would then take his experience from this course, the experience from other soldiers, and from lessons learned earlier in the war. This resulted in the MG39. Once the weapon was fully tested in 1941, it was then accepted into the military and production began in 1942, which led to the name change. There were some other nicknames given to the gun during the war. We have the Singing Saw, Bone Saw, Electric Machine Gun, and the Spandau. There were some drawbacks to the MG42. Since it had such a high fire rate, it could burn through its ammo pretty quickly. However, riflemen would carry extra ammo as a backup supply. The fire rate could also lead to the barrel overheating quickly during rapid fire. After about 150 rounds of fire, the gun operator would replace the hot barrel with a cooled one. Pairing this with reloading, this would lead to extra downtime of the weapon and allow enemy troops to move or start firing in its position. MG42 users were actually trained to fire in short bursts of 3 to 7 rounds. Towards the end of the war, Germany started to have shortages of materials, so they started to develop the MG45, which would use a different firing mechanism and used steel of lesser quality, reducing the weight. Testing began in 1944. While development dragged on, only 10 of these were actually built. The fire rate was 1,350 rounds per minute. The Americans reverse engineered the MG42 and started to develop the T-24. However, their efforts ultimately led to failure. During their first firing tests, they fired only one shot and failed to eject the cartridge. The second shot had the same result. Another prototype was plagued with ejection failures and feed failures. The average fire rate was about 614 rounds per minute. Efforts were made to correct the faults. Ultimately, work on the T-24 was stopped before the end of the war. The Swiss Army made the MG51. It had a slower rate of fire and was heavier, but was made at a higher quality. In 1960, a company called Rheinmetall would start producing the MG3, which is an improved version of the MG42 and was designed from the original blueprints of the weapon. This is still in use today, including use in the German army. The MG42 influenced other machine guns as well, such as the belt feed mechanism would be copied and used in the American M60. So that's all for today on the MG42. In game, I actually discovered that I'm not the best with medium machine guns. However, if you get into a good position, you can completely tear the enemy to shreds. I do prefer LMGs though. The next weapon I'll be looking at will be the Ross Rifle Mark III. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe for future videos in the series and other gaming content. Thanks for watching guys, I'll see you later.